houses. Now the first one, two, three, four.
I have 9 more that will be added to the list.
Bill says he's got 9 more. I'm only finding these by driving around and looking for overgrown or diskept places, you know. So I probably do this every week and find some. Now the first 5, even though a couple of them are empty, there's one that's occupied. I got these just because they were just full of debris and garbage and just needed to be cleaned up. So I'm working on those. Most of them are being cleaned up. The last one obviously is a fire damaged house over on Meredith. That will be taken down and worked with as soon as the insurance company and everybody's done investigating that. But from 9 Julie Lane on down, it's most of the problems are just I've been getting phone calls from his neighbors complaining about the overgrowth and the unkept presence of property. I have called some banks and basically one guy in the bank last week told me they're not going to do nothing. They have too many homes that are being repossessed and they just can't afford to go out and maintain them all anymore, so they're not going to do anything. And basically, like, if we didn't like it, which bank was that? Well, I got it back just there. Good to know. Yeah. But I think
we can actually do something if we choose to. We can actually do something about it. Many other communities are doing something about it.
Well, that's why he's bringing
Well,
it
that's
up.
we're bringing it up. We can cut it. We can leave the property, but Bruce says we have to pass an ordinance and charge for it. So I think we're going to have to. I think we should do something because you know the problem's only going to get worse as the time goes on. We just leave it alone. So I'm sure we'd like to do next ordinance.
Do we know the legal status of these properties? Is that in the public record, Russ?
Yes.
Yeah, Bill can, you can get them, let us know if they're being
Yeah.
foreclosed on. Most of them are being foreclosed on.
Yeah. Bruce Dano, does it make sense to have your policemen just sort of keep an eye on these buildings?
That's what Russ and I had talked about. You provided me a copy of the list, but I have to know which these are occupied and which aren't, and then we'll get the additional ones from the mayor.
Well, there are 34 homes that are unoccupied. It doesn't mean they're abandoned. They're not abandoned. I don't usually like to use the word abandoned because it's really not. But they're unoccupied.
Right.
And some of them are just left, and there's no maintenance being done on the outside. So on that basis, Russ is talking about having us go out and get one of our landscaping contractors to go out and cut the grass, maybe once or twice a season.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy, just a quick cut. I'm not looking for them to go in and cut it, and, you know, we'd
Right.
rather make it look pretty, but just to get the basic weeds down and get the garbage cleaned up. You know, so
If we have to do this on 30 homes at $50 a home, it's not going to cost that much money. We'll not get it back because we don't have an ordinance in place. But does the board want us to get an ordinance?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, if you
If you've got an ordinance, normally that puts a lien on the property.
Right.
But if they're in foreclosure will be on you.
Right.
So you don't anticipate making any money.
We're not going to make any money, but in the meantime,
We're going to recover that.
we'll keep the neighborhoods a little bit better.
But Jeff, the foreclosure might wipe out the lien to the extent that exists at the time of foreclosure, but it would be good
Could you talk louder?
once, if the lien would be good once the property went into the hands of the bank.
Right.
So with regard to
Once it
any
becomes
after
busted out,
accrued.
as soon as there's a new.
Right, after accrued costs.
I had one other question. If the bank has foreclosed on the property,
Yes.
would the bank, I don't know, I'm just talking through my hat now, but I wonder if the bank would permit the police department to enter the building to inspect for any incipient damage. For example, we all know that if there's a basement and the sump pump stops working in this village, you get water very quickly.
We have a few like that
We've
already,
already
and the bank
found-
doesn't care.
Right.
And
I
I would-
found one on Julie Lane already, and it was probably 600 feet of water in the basement already.
That bank still hasn't made any
You
arrangement.
know what? I tried to go back there last Wednesday when I went back over in that area. They sent somebody out because they fixed the front door and they fixed the back screen door that was broken, so I can't back it back into the house. But they told me they were going to send somebody out, pump the basement, and fix the doors. Well, they fixed the doors. I don't know if they pumped the basement. So I have a call back into them to see if somebody would answer my question, but
banks already. And in most cases, they say,
My building officials meeting that I go to, it's been one thing that has been discussed every month. I mean, it is a problem everybody's experienced, and everybody's saying the same thing as us. I mean, we only got 28 right now, Willis is 34, he's got some more to add. They got some villages that are close to 100.
When you identify these homes that need upkeep, maintenance, whatever, you're gonna have to differentiate between homes that are occupied and
you
these
know,
vacancies.
we're talking about homes that are not
I
occupied.
understand that, but how do you differentiate?
Is the appearance of the home what counts, or is the fact that it's occupied or unoccupied gonna matter?
What I have done is I've gone through the real estate records and looked at the homes that are unoccupied.
Okay, but
That's all I looked at.
I understand that, but
There's
There's only got one house on here that's occupied.
isn't the reason for taking the action the appearance of the home?
Yes.
Okay, there's a home that is occupied that appears just as bad as one that's unoccupied, make a difference?
He's got one on here that is occupied.
Okay. When you write your ordinance, all I'm saying is,
Right.
you're gonna have to differentiate one from the other.
So that's the attorney.
I am.
I mean, you may want to have the same rights,
Right,
even with regard to an occupied.
right.
I think so.
If a bank is entitled, it doesn't matter what.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
We only have one that I know for sure is occupied. I've talked to the homeowner, she is cleaning her property up. The other one is 13 Big Oak, I am not sure the person lives there or not. I've talked to him on the phone, the chief's talked to him on the phone. He said that he thought one member of his family was living there, but he's knocked down the door, he have not found them there yet. But I've left my red tags and my notice is there, so it's, but those are the only two. Everything else I know for sure, no one's living in them at this time on this list.
Thank you. So we'll get this on our next meeting. I'll go to the surgeon.
I just have a quick update on getting our ordinances shown in Sterling codifiers. They pointed me to a couple of other villages. It's actually more common than you think, where at the end of the regular code, they will have all the other ordinances of the village classified according to type, zoning ordinance, bond ordinance, things like that. They may have 6 categories, 8 categories. One village had 20 categories. Someone in the village had gone through and tagged all the ordinances as to which of these, category A, B, C, D they were. And then under each category, when you clicked it, on your mouse, you came up with all of those ordinances listed with their ordinance number and name. You didn't display the ordinance, but it gave you the information about the ordinance. And they thought it would cost us, because they charge every time you pass an ordinance and it goes on that page, they charge you a per page number to revise the page that's being displayed. But based on, depending on how many categories we had and how extensively we kept revising it, they thought that it would probably be less than $1,000 a year to do that. So the board wants us to proceed with that. Well,
This is worthy, is that important?
Do we have any idea how many people go on the code, check the code from our website? Any idea? Is there any way to check?
We know how many people go on the website.
We can set it up so it can be checked. I'm not sure we're collecting that data right now.
I don't go through our website. I just go to Sterling Codifiers directly when I want to get.
But that's.
Well, it's the same.
I was gonna say this, but I would think a resident,
through the-
I'm really thinking about a resident,
Yeah.
because, if there's a way to find out, if it's maybe 5 people a year, then they could probably call Village Hall and just ask. If it's more than that, then maybe we wanna consider that, but I don't really know.
think we get that many. And the only one who's questioning it is Bruce.
I don't know. I mean, I have had people from time to time ask me, but, not very many, so I don't really know.
And the charge could be as little as $500 a year